the whole environment was anger. Like the whole time, if you went to work and left happy, you didn't have a good day. The goal was to be mad. Like I'm telling you, if nobody, whoever was happy, somebody else would try to bring them down with it, just to make sure that they were just as mad as they are for being on this roof. Like I'm talking about no like thank yous, can you hand me? It's like give me the fucking screwdriver, give me the fucking hammer. Are you fucking stupid? Like that type of shit. When the other people interact with each other, it will literally be like, what the fuck are you doing? This and that. Like, are you fucking stupid? I told you all you gotta do is hammer this way, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, what the fuck you yelling at me for? I don't give a fuck, blah, blah, blah. Who makes more money, bitch? And then, like, but at the end of the day, it'll just be like, all right, see you tomorrow. Like, that's how it went.
What's good, family? Welcome to Possibly Impaired, where we talk about what's going on in the world, what that means to us as black men in this world, and plenty of other topics that most people probably need to be a little impaired to talk about. So grab that drink, spark that shit, and consume responsibly.
Me and Lavelle both getting new gigs pretty soon.
Oh, y'all both getting new gigs?
Yeah. So it came to me. I should just ask this question. What was y'all worst jobs whatever that you ever had in your life and why?
Shit. Oh, man. That's a good question.
You want to go first or you want me to go?
No, you go first. I got to think about this.
My worst one was I had to clean up factories. It was like one of those companies that go into like factory buildings and clean them or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It was out in Minner. I did it for 2.5 days.
How'd you find the job?
I think on like LinkedIn or some shit. I just needed something quick.
What was so bad about it?
It was the work. I was in Minner, bro. It was all white people and shit, and it was like they and I was the person cleaning up after them, so they disrespected the fuck out of me, bro. Like I'll be like, "How you doing?" Wouldn't say a word to me, bro. Like it was trash, bro. It was trash. I couldn't do it.
Was it just you the whole time, or was
it was
a
just
couple
me?
other
It was
people?
solid. I thought it was gonna be a solid thing because it was my own hours. If I finished 2 hours early, I still got paid for all the hours I would have got paid for, and it was just solid. But I could listen to my music and just clean.
Yeah.
But when I started seeing that, I was like, nah, fuck that.
All right.
How old were you?
I was at Lakeland.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
My worst job ever, and I hate to do this, and I don't even eat their food to this day. Fucking McDonald's.
You worked at McDonald's?
I worked at McDonald's for 3.5 hours.
3.5 hours?
I almost made it to 4.
3.5 hours, bro.
3.5 hours.
Man,
I worked at McDonald's. I was 16 years old. It's like, I'm going to get this job. It's like, you can make some easy money. Cool. I went in that fucking bitch. I was like, y'all want me to do what? They wanted me to clean out like grease traps and shit.
Sounds a part of the...
I made burgers. I burnt my hand.
You did all this in 3.5 hours?
3.5 hours. Training. I did all the training. And
You went through all the training in 1 hour and then got put on the line?
Yes.
You were a fast learner, bro.
No, it was horrible. They had me in there like going up steps with mops. Oh, I look like a slave or some shit. The fuck out of here. And I don't even eat McDonald's. Do I fuck with McDonald's?
Nah, you
I do
don't.
not fuck with McDonald's.
I barely fuck with McDonald's.
Yeah, I don't like it anyway, but...
Wait, so how old were you?
I was 16.
Oh.
So I just went back to the grocery store. I used to work at the grocery store, so...
You know the question I'm going to ask.
What up?
The ice cream machines.
What, at...
McDonald's.
Yeah.
I only worked there for 3.5 hours.
They burnt you. You should have known if you don't know if the ice cream machine was working or not. That's all I want to know.
Right.
That's all I want to know.
I mean...
Did you make a cone for yourself before you
I
did?
did not, because I don't really eat ice cream. For real.
Okay,
Like, I
okay.
don't eat ice cream. So, but that job was the shittiest job I've ever had in my fucking life. And anybody who works in fast food, big ups, because I can't fucking do it. Even when I worked at the grocery store, it was too hot outside in the summertime. I used to go get carts. I would go on the side of the building and sit and be like, I'm not fucking getting carts. It's hot outside. You got, yeah, so.
Damn.
I had to be in, like, management so I can tell people what the fuck to do.
That's when
That's
you
what you
realized
know.
it.
Yeah.
Got it. That's what you realized. It molded you to become a manager.
What's your worst job, Cory?
Mm-hmm.
Mine's have to be when I did roofing for a summer.
Oh, yeah, you were angry.
You
that
did
summer.
roofing?
Yeah, bro.
So, like, you was changing roofs? And
I
shit?
was like, yeah, like, if it was a bad roof or whatever, we would repair it. whether it was like a house, commercial, or a school. The school was probably the worst one. It was in Grafton. I went down. We fixed this. A roof.
At Grafton.
We fixed the roof in Grafton. It was hot because it's already hot because you're on the like tar, like the black top and all that shit, so the heat rises, all that kind of shit. So it's already hot. I was so black. I think that was the blackest I've ever been, like, out of my whole life.
You were so angry that whole summer
Because it was the whole environment was anger. Like the whole time, if you went to work and left happy, you didn't have a good day. The goal was to be mad. Like, I'm telling you, if nobody, whoever was happy, somebody else would try to bring them down with it, just to make sure that they were just as mad as they are for being on this roof. Like, I'm talking about no like thank yous, can you hand me? It's like, give me the fucking screwdriver, give me the fucking hammer. Are you fucking stupid? Like that type of shit. So
what did they say to you?
They would just be like, most of the time, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, most of the time I didn't really get, like, people didn't say nothing dirty to me, you know what I mean? But they would just yell and be like, bring me up the, whatever, the hammer, the screwdriver, the drill, grab the paint, shit like that. But when other people interact with each other, it would literally be like, what the fuck are you doing, this and that? Like, are you fucking stupid? I told you all you gotta do is hammer this way, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, what the fuck you yelling at me for? I don't give a fuck, blah, blah, blah. Who makes more money, bitch? And then, like, but at the end of the day, it'll just be like, all right, see you tomorrow. Like, that's how it went. I was like, damn. So I used to get all my steam out at work. Like, fuck y'all. Like, I don't give a fuck about this shit. Fuck this material. Kick it off the roof, you know what I'm saying? Then just go down, pick it back, and bring it back up. Because that was the culture. It was just anger.
What if you fell off the roof? You were not locked in.
So one dude almost fell off the roof. Well, actually, I wasn't there, but I heard about the story. He used to be like an ex-druggie or something like that. So, like, when he was on the roof, he, like, fucking, I don't know if it was like a relapse or something, but his body just shut off. Mm-hmm. And then he
That's
just,
not
like,
a relapse.
Dropped and fell and started sliding off of the roof. But somebody grabbed him in time. Then he woke up, like, what's going on? Blah, blah. Oh, that's what they said. I think he was on drugs when he was at work. That's why he passed out.
That would make sense.
So then he got fired because, wasn't supposed to be on drugs while I was at work.
Yeah, that's something you probably shouldn't do, you know?
Right, so
that's not part of it.
But a lot of people wouldn't wear, like, the straps and shit on the roofs. So, like, if they were to fall, it would be on them, technically.
Hardcore.
Yeah. Yep.
Well,
I could never.
You could never?
Never.
The roof shit? You couldn't do that? No, fuck that.
There's a building downtown right off where the Science Center is at, like an apartment building. Worked on that one. So
shit. You just be driving by seeing your work?
Yeah, I'd be like, I remember. Yeah, I remember.
I got cussed out on that roof.
That's when I really started to like bucket hats. Cause
being out there?
To block out the sun.
Block out the sun and shade and shit.
I feel that. But speaking of gigs,
mm-hmm.
I feel like Cory, you don't need a new gig, bro. You could work at Silicon Valley because this man has some apps. This man has some apps ideas that he's
Black Silicon Valley.
Black Silicon Valley. I don't know why I can't talk today, but
I do.
Yeah, I want you to tell our listeners about your app idea.
Okay, so it's all if it's not been invented, and even if it is, maybe we can still make one that's better. But I had thought about this idea the other day. What if there was an app that similar to Tinder or like maybe some kind of social dating app to where it allows you to match with people through music, because a lot of people are very passionate about music, and sometimes just like how you can like the same tattoo as somebody and you might find that attractive, maybe you could find a playlist that's just as attractive. So I was thinking, what if there was something set up like Tinder or whatever, or Bumble, but instead of the photos of the people, it's maybe one or two or three playlists. So like maybe just 7 tracks, and you can have like, oh, this is my playlist for working out. This is my playlist for one-on-one with somebody that I'm like interested in. This is my playlist for whatever.
Fuck section,
right? So somebody can either play, a certain amount of those songs throughout the playlist or whatever, and then you can have your one profile picture. But the main thing is, let me hear what this person's music taste is like. And then if this person finds it to be like oh, like I vibe off of these songs, or I feel this song, or I've never heard of this song before, I never felt, this way about this song, la da da, they can press play, which would essentially be like swipe right, like, oh, I'm interested in meeting this person. So I thought about it, like I said, just recently, but I think that would be cool and different because I think a lot of people are really artistic or like into music, like I said, or artwork, even stuff like that. And I think that would be just a different way or a different cool way to be like, oh, like, I think this person is interested based off of just music alone. Now, I already know she likes music because a lot of people like just drive around listening to music all day long by themselves. So, like, if you can find somebody you can drive along with, additionally to you, or even go to a concert or whatever, I think it'll be easy, it'll be a good start in like, oh, what's your name, blah, 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 like that. I don't have a name for it yet, but I just thought about it. I was like, I think, I think some people would enjoy an app like that.
I can see that. I can see like Spotify buying one of those like smaller dating apps that competes with Tinder and like doing some shit like that.
Because like I was telling Lavelle, I saw one, and it's kind of like what I'm talking about, but I felt like it was more so tailored for it, just like oh, let's make friends, like not more of a like intimate setting, like I'm trying to like date this person or trying to get to know this person to date them. It's more so like, oh, this person is listening to the same song as you right now, you've matched with them, or like it just lets you know like somebody else is listening to this song. My whole thing is like you got these playlists that people can look at and be like, okay, I like that person too, and I like, oh, this person likes blah blah blah. I thought nobody knew about them, type of deal like that.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it because it gets rid of all that other bullshit that's on the apps. So like if you're going like after somebody's music taste, maybe you don't even see the picture of the person.
Right.
You just be like, oh, wow, they like the same shit, or like that's interesting, and then like later down the line you be like a profile pic of the person.
Yeah, like I think I'm not saying get rid of profile, or I'm not saying get rid of photos of the person. You can have one, but the main idea is to just learn about what they're musically into. And
because a lot of people fucking lie about what music they listen to.
Right.
They don't tell the truth. They lie, and they be like, oh, I listen to everything. Then you name something, they don't know what the fuck it is, and you're like, well, I thought you listened to everything.
And you can feel more comfortable being who you are because, it's not really about the photos. It's just about what music taste do you have. And then, even then, you can meet somebody that you would probably never think you would have talked to because of this music playlist.
Are there like songs that you will see on a girl's playlist that'll make you be like, yeah, nah, I'm good on this?
Bubba Sparks. I'll pass.
I would say the only music I'm really just like, it's not for me, is like that real heavy metal.
I was about to say like that screamo music, or whatever
hard
it is.
rock.
That's probably it for me. But I fucks with like anything else,
Okay.
So I.
What if her playlist? What if she was like bad, but her playlist was like all Lady Antebellum or something? Isn't that the girl that got in trouble? Like,
Lady
That's
A or whatever.
the country group,
the
right?
country group.
The country group,
They
got
changed
in
their
trouble.
name.
She got in trouble. Oh, for Annabelle.
Antebellum, yeah.
I mean, I fuck with country music though.
Okay.
Some
country music I fuck with.
Because there's like country music, and then there's like in the Hicks South country music.
Yeah.
And that's the one I don't really like. I don't dive into that, but. I mean, I might be a Lady A fan if she bad. I might just have to change my ways. But yeah, that teach me some things.
Cory in Nashville with a cowboy hat,
cowboy boots, a buckle in the belt,
the shirts ripped off, got the flash, black
Like what? I fell in love, niggas. I fell in
Gotta
love.
sacrifice. They always talk about sacrifices. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
I think it's a great idea. And
So,
we about to make this happen, so don't nobody steal our shit, because we'll fuck you up.
Well, you heard it here first.
Courtesy of possibly Impaired.
Even though I don't got a name for it,
where it came from.
Where it came from.
Yeah.
Facts. So we about to hit a quick commercial break and come back with some things going on with Nike and Vanessa Bryant. All right, so we back, and we wanted to talk about Nike.
Yeah.
Nike. I don't know why
This is
people aren't mad at Nike more.
It's the second time we talk about Nike, maybe.
So they got in trouble. Well, they they got in some heat with Vanessa Bryant, Kobe's wife, because they released Kobe edition Gigi shoe or a Gigi edition Kobe shoe recently, and there were players wearing them, and they were all out there, and she was mad because she just ended their partnership like a couple weeks ago or whatever it was.
I think it was in April.
Tuesday.
Think, right?
It was Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday.
Last Tuesday.
Last Tuesday was when they So did they drop them right before before the contract ended?
After.
Oh, okay. So
they really ain't give a fuck.
They really ain't give a fuck, and she's pissed because she clearly doesn't want to work with them.
Correction. It was April 13th is when the contract ended.
Okay.
April 13th.
And they dropped the shoe after in May.
Okay. So yeah, they clearly
for her
don't give a
birthday
fuck.
because Gigi's birthday is May 1st.
Oh, okay.
So they.
And she's not getting any money from it because their contract is
not?
over. Their contract is over.
No, she's not getting any money for it.
Yeah. Nike's scam, bro.
So do you know the backstory?
Okay, yeah, I'm about to say.
tell me the backstory. What's the
Yeah, you
backstory?
read.
Okay, so Kobe had an 18-year deal partnership with Nike. He had 20 sneakers over his 18 years with Nike. But before he died, like in December 2019, he was considering not re-signing his contract with Nike. He wanted to make his own shoe company with other players to get his own money, get his own bread, like my boy Cleo's always been talking about, right?
Yeah, so he was trying to do that. Okay,
he
that's dope.
was trying to do that. So, but he died in a helicopter accident.
Yeah.
She didn't re-sign with Nike because she's in control of his estate. But by the contract in which Kobe signed, they have all rights to have ownership over anything that they were doing with Kobe, even after the contract is terminated. So they're within their legal rights. I don't know if she's going to sue them or try to do something to put out this shoe without her permission. Now, is that morally fucked up? Yeah, that's morally fucked up. But they're kind of within their rights to do that with the shoe, because before Kobe died, he had like 20 patents or trademarks because he was about to start his own company to do his own thing. And,
was that Gigi shoe one of the trademarks?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mamacita or whatever the shoe was called. Yeah, that was one of the trademarks.
Wow.
Yeah, he was going to do.
Does it say how many shoes he was on right before he passed? Like,
I
was
think
he
20.
20.
He was at
20
20
sneakers
Yeah.
He was at
with
20?
Nike.
With
Okay.
Nike.
And then it was also saying, like, I did some more research and it was talking about, but out of 100 players wore, like, basketball players wore Kobe shoes. Like, they were very popular within the NBA. But LeBron and Michael Jordan shoes were more popular in the United States. Kobe's shoe was popular in China. And so Nike is like, we really didn't lose any money because China's not our market, like, to get people to buy shoes, even though it's like 50 billion Chinese. But they really are like, it's no loss for them. And they were really like, we'll let Kobe go because he's not really making us money like LeBron is and still Jordan is.
in the current NBA.
In the current
or
NBA.
America, maybe.
So the question is, like, is Nike foul? I mean, Nike is doing capitalism business. So, like, they're free to do whatever they want to do. But we always talking about, last week we were talking about moral compass and shit like that. And morally, that's kind of fucked up because our daughter did die in a car accident. But I don't think she has any legal right to say that they can't make the shoe without her permission or, like, market it.
So
Sell it.
Okay, so Kobe was on 20 before he died.
Yes,
So
20
then
shoes with Nike.
That shoe makes 21, right?
But it's actually a Gigi shoe. But yes, 21. Yes.
So it's not even a Kobe shoe.
It's not a Kobe shoe. It's actually a G.
So then why is it allowed? Why is it allowed if it's not
Because they
Kobe
still have
shoe?
every legal right, even after the contract he signed, to do whatever they want with his likeness. They own all that.
For the rest of
Yes.
whatever, they can just
They
keep doing
own
it.
that, yes.
Oh no,
Yes.
that's wrong.
That's so
I
scary,
thought
bro.
it was just like until a certain point.
No.
So they saying for the rest of
No. Yeah.
if Nike wanted to come out with Kobe's
That's-
blah blah blah.
Yes, they can.
They can.
They legally can. And that's why Vanessa was mad, because she was like, when Kobe died, they made his jerseys and paraphernalia
Right.
like less on the market because it would drive up the price. And people, like, less demand of it. If it wasn't out there,
right,
and people
right,
buy it,
right.
sell it out, it'd drive up the price of it.
And she gets no cut.
Because they terminated the contract. She's about to start her own company.
That's so crazy.
She got to pull a Dave Chappelle. Like, don't buy Nike stuff because
Honestly.
they're like, blah blah blah.
I don't think that'll happen.
I don't
but
think
yeah.
it'll happen,
it's
but
cool.
I'm just saying, like, that's she gonna have to try that.
You know who's gonna take the. You know who's gonna take. You said what? No, you good.
No,
we
you
got
good.
people. We got people in the background today. No, you good. What you say? You good? What you say? No, what you say?
Cameraman, come.
Can they make enough though, like lose enough money to want to retract that?
Oh, Nike.
Can they?
Yeah, can like you lose enough business?
Right.
Everybody, but do they lose enough?
And that's what I mean about her saying like don't buy the shoe or don't buy the jersey because maybe it'll hurt them. Like Zeke was saying, enough to where, we got to make it right with Vanessa and everybody else because of blah blah blah. Because if not, we're gonna lose. Like that.
Yeah.
Although Nike, like Lavelle was saying, they still got China, who's like twice our size in sales. So like I don't know how
They
much.
still got the rest of the world.
And the world. So I don't know how much of a damage it would do, but rightfully so. Like Dave Chappelle, like no, don't watch that shit. Like I didn't tell them to put it on
But
their,
also,
their show. On their platform.
I'm with Dave Chappelle, but also Dave Chappelle also said, and I don't know if you guys knew this, like he signed the fucking contract.
Yeah.
I'm always like, you signed the contract. You may not know what was in it, but 20 years later, you signed the contract, and if you signed it, you can try to do legal ways to get out of it. But you signed the contract.
Yeah. You're right. I always get your point on that.
Yeah. But you always want to fight.
But I always want to fight that. I always want to fight that. I always want to fight. I don't want to fight you on it. I want to fight. I want them to fight that. I don't want them to be submissive to it.
Yeah.
To that fact that it is a contract and that is what it is. But I think what needs to happen is that it's going to take LeBron and Jordan to team up and help
put pressure on them.
Help in this boycott. Honestly, that's what I think that's literally the only thing that can help.
Well, I can see LeBron doing that, not Jordan.
I don't know about Jordan either.
I think Jordan now because he loves Kobe. I can see Jordan today. Like obviously Jordan in the 80s was Republicans buy shoes too, like that Jordan. But I feel like now Jordan has come around. For if he really truly means it or not, we don't know.
Right.
But he's come around to knowing that he should do what's right, morally right for people more. So I feel like because he knows it's just bad publicity if he doesn't. So at the end of the day,
I feel like a death should be the ultimate. Like, all right, now your wife has to, or whoever your next person in line is to make those decisions. It's like, okay, what do you want to do now? Like, do you want our contract, blah, blah, blah? If not, then
Well, I think if she would have re-signed with Nike, they would have been all in cahoots together. But because she didn't re-sign with Nike, they were like, well, we about to release the shoe because we know it's going to make us money.
the same way Lauren London has a real big say in Nipsey's stuff with Puma.
Right. Oh, yeah. And that's what I mean. Like, I'm just saying from the contract aspect, like, if I die, everything should be off because I no longer have.
You think it should be null and void?
Yeah, it should either restart with my wife or whoever, like I say, I want to make those next decisions, or it should just be voided because I'm no longer here. Like, I don't have the luxury of just choosing what to do with my shoe and my image anymore. And I don't want you to just control it either because I don't want my.
But that comes back into play of like this corporation owns it.
Yeah,
they own it. They own his likeness. They own like,
and that's
his
what I'm
stuff.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Like with the contract aspect.
Okay.
Like, in the contract, I would say people should be more conscious of like, okay, if I pass away, you shouldn't be able to do X, Y, Z.
But I think people may look at that now. But like when he was signed this 18 years ago,
Right. Well, yeah.
he wasn't thinking about he was going to die in a helicopter.
He's thinking about providing for.
Yeah,
I get it.
honestly.
I get it. But I just, I guess it's back to the moral thing. Like,
It's back to the moral thing.
fuck it. If he's gone, we should no longer be able to control his image. Like, it's a whole image thing. Like, let's say if this is a movie production, like when they make a remake or a biography about somebody and everybody shit on it, then they got to make another one because they did it wrong the first time. Like, it should be the same thing. Like, if I die and you make a shitty shoe of mine, then you got to make another one. Just don't make any more shoes unless if my family or somebody else says, okay, do this, blah, 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 or okay, we approve of this shoe, then it's okay. Or like, then move forward in my,
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
What I want from this is so I need some black owned athletic gear. That's what I need. That's what I'm looking for. So if anybody is familiar with that, please put me on to that.
Buy Shaq shoe.
I'll buy some Shaq shoes.
They at Walmart.
Hey, we the Walmart, bro.
You could buy some Shaqs.
I mean, he making millions off of these shoes.
Don't put me on the spot like that.
Next episode.
Khalil gonna have on.
I'm stepping in some shacks, bro. Some
Stepping in
dunks, my nigga.
shacks.
Like, do you really think people are gonna be like, we were so upset about Kobe and Gigi, we're not gonna buy Nike anymore?
There's not enough people.
I got on a
don't.
pair of Nikes right now.
I do too.
There's not enough people. I don't think there's enough. I don't think there's enough like loyal, like diehards. I should say. I don't think there's enough diehards to do that.
That's why I think it needs. That's why I think Jordan.
I agree with
If
Khalil.
Jordan fans, LeBron fans, and Kobe fans all teamed up, and think about who else will join if
Right.
that happened. If those three happen, all the other Nike
Right.
Kyrie.
top people, Kyrie, like all these fans. Like
Most of the
Kyrie.
league will follow after that,
Honestly, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
or the players. I mean, at least.
Yeah, if it becomes it could really drove into some shit if they all jump in on it. But I don't know if it will.
You know what Nike gonna do? They're gonna throw some money into like police brutality.
Or that's honestly why they jumped on the Kaepernick thing so
Yeah.
heavy. Honestly,
Yeah.
because I was the first one. Was like, look at Nike, look at them, like they doing their thing. You feel me? Like,
Right. They helping us out. Blah,
yeah,
blah,
they
blah.
helping us out, and then they do shit like this.
I just think it's just tragic. You know, it's a sad thing they died. It was unexpected. And she should have a say so in what goes on in her daughter's legacy.
Her daughter, yeah, and that's the thing. Like Kobe is one thing. Like that's the guy that signed the contract. That's
Yeah.
the guy who was in the league. But her daughter, that's like a slap in the face.
Yeah,
That's what
I
I'm
agree.
saying. Like,
That's,
I agree.
that's why death should be a whole different rule. Like,
Yeah.
it should just be like, let's
Nike,
start
do
over.
better. Because I
Nike
fucked
do
with
better,
you.
bro. Nike do better, man.
Nike do
Sponsors, we
Hashtag-
want you to sponsor us too. So
Hashtag Nike do better.
Yeah, get your shit together so you can sponsor us.
Or hashtag don't do it. Not just do it. Don't do it.
Yeah,
Like,
don't do
like,
it. Hashtag don't do it.
That's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. That's wrong.
Hashtag don't do
That
it.
is wrong.
Honestly. But yeah, so that was that on the Nike talk. I think we can. My takeaway is that I want to find some black-owned athletic gear. So put me on if you're listening and you are hip to anything. I want to shout somebody out.
I'm gonna
Hopefully in
find
a
some.
future
I'm gonna do some
episode.
research.
Yeah,
I'm gonna find
yeah.
something.
Let me know. I'm down to check something out. But yeah, so our next topic we wanted to talk about was something Vel you wanted to bring to the table, the Cali drought.
Yeah.
What's going on, man? Them niggas thirsty again? I'm sorry, that's fucked up.
Well, when you put it like that, we've all been to Cali, right? You've been to Cali. I've been to Cali. Wow. California is going through a drought, which is nothing unusual. How many years, Cory? It's going on like
1,200.
It's like 1,200 years, the worst drought ever.
It's about to be. Yeah,
It's about to be. If you didn't know this, California is a fucking desert.
Yeah.
So they have to get water brought in from different places. Their reservoir is running low. And bingo, climate change has a lot to do with that. They, they just had all those crazy fires. Like, I used to live in Santa Rosa, and that town is burnt down. Like, it's not even there anymore because of the fires they had last year. So they're in a drought. Now, how does this affect us? You're like, well, what does this mean? What does this fucking mean for us?
Or who cares?
Who cares? Who
Yeah.
cares about this drought?
Yeah.
Well, for a long time now, like over a couple years, California has been proposing getting pipelines from Lake Erie because we have fresh water here in Ohio to supply them with water.
Okay, they said this before the show that we got clean water. Like, when? Where?
All right. It might on the surface.
The water
might
is
not look
fresh
clean.
water. It's a lake. That's
Lake
fresh.
Erie?
Actually, it is
Yes.
dirty.
This beach that I
It's
go
dirty.
to?
It's
Yes.
dirty. It's dirty.
It's not salt water.
It's dirty, but it is fresh water.
It's fresh water, so you can convert it into.
But it's
drinking
dirty
water.
fresh water.
Okay.
You just got to get a pure. What is there?
Purifier?
A Brita. You know what I'm saying?
Not a Brita.
Bro,
Brita,
listen
make
to
it
me.
run through there.
Listen to me.
I'm
I don't
listening.
care how thirsty I am. I am not drinking Lake Erie.
But you got to think they don't know what Lake Erie look like.
That's fair. Yeah, give it to them.
They
Give it to
thirsty.
them.
They need some
But then what
water.
about our water? What about our
Give it to
water?
them.
Well, okay, so that's what I was saying. I was like, what about Lake Michigan? Like, why can't they use? Is that not fresh water either?
That's fresh water too, but the Great Lakes. So all of the Great Lakes.
Oh, they just want to use all
They
of them.
want to use all the Great Lakes
Okay.
to get water.
They can take ours.
Okay, they cannot take ours.
I would just like to.
We need our water. Like, what are y'all talking about? They cannot take our water. We go through fucking winters here. You wanted to take our water?
America. We're all in this together,
Bro, we don't use the shit in the winter anyway. It can stay
No.
thawed out.
No. What are you talking about? You're not. No. We go. How many tough winters have we went through for our fucking fresh water on the lake? And then the wind that comes whipping across in the fucking wintertime. And these people in LA just to go, la la la, it's la la land. We just want some water. No, they cannot have our water.
I mean, I also don't want them to die of dehydration. So,
I mean,
like,
you moved to LA.
they did move to LA, but same thing with like people. Then you got the whole West Coast.
Yeah.
So then what's gonna happen with that though?
Okay, so listen, let me tell you something. I got a theory.
Okay.
Y'all ready?
Okay.
Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
So the next big war in the world is going to be over water. We're running out of water.
It's gonna start here.
We're running out of fresh water. We cannot convert salt water into drinkable water. This is how, when droughts happen, that's how war starts. That's how the Syrian war started. There was a drought, and these people were deprived of water. And then the armies came in, and they were like, we need to fight for the land that has water. And now look at Syria right now.
Oh, so like the sun is gonna soak up all the water because of global warming?
Yeah, like, and there's displaced
Emissions
people.
and all that shit.
There's too many people, like, populating the world, and there's too many people who live in LA who need water.
So should they go on restriction like China?
They have gone on restrictions
I'm
of
saying
water.
like babies.
Oh, like having babies? Like one child policy?
And you know they actually lifted that.
Yeah, I know. Two.
They no
have
longer-
to- yeah,
they no
can't-
longer-
because
so-
they don't have enough men or women in the country.
They about to be booming population.
Yeah.
they already got a lot of
Yeah,
people.
hell yeah.
But should they do that in California?
No, you can't do that in
Well,
California.
there's restrictions going on right now for
Water.
for 2 million Northern Californians. California, 2 million people in Northern California with water restrictions.
Yeah,
like
they do
limits
that
and
all the
stuff
time
like
in
that.
LA.
Yeah.
Like you can't water your grass
That
past a certain
sucks.
hour. You can't waste water. and
How do they
shit like
control that though? Or it's just like a don't do it type of thing? Or they really put stuff in place to where like if somebody just starts trying to water they
You can
lawn,
get a ticket or a fine or something like they do.
Oh,
in Las
okay.
Vegas. It was like the mandate, the mask
right?
mandate
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
that people didn't follow.
I would like to be known that they used to call us a mistake on the lake, and now they need us.
Yeah, now y'all need us, bro. Yeah.
Y'all gotta pay.
Yeah.
I still don't want Lake Erie. I still just
What
don't
is your
want
problem with Lake Erie?
It's dirty as shit. My thing is, it's fish scales and fucking.
It's a lake.
and fucking Dorito wrappers everywhere.
Okay, bruh, it is way cleaner than what it used to be.
Is it?
Hell yeah.
What it used to
I
be?
haven't been.
It used to be dirtier than that.
Hell yeah, it was a project to clean up the lake so we could like go and have Edgewater. Edgewater had condoms, needles all down there. That's where druggies went. People to like get one-offs.
Oh damn. I ain't know about that. Edgewater?
Edgewater.
This place
Before
where
the-
white people all walking
Yeah.
their dogs and shit?
Yes, it's called gentrification. And white people cleaned that shit up.
Oh.
And they put the pier in with a little bar at the top. And they cleaned up the beach.
Oh,
If
wow.
you went to Edgewater, you would run into somebody getting hid behind the bathroom from a crackhead to buy drugs and shit like that.
Damn. That's crazy.
See, that's history I ain't never learned about.
I ain't know about, yeah. They
Y'all
didn't teach me that in
failing. What
class.
fucking school y'all went to? Failing.
I mean, I don't know if that's real. Like,
Oh, so you doubt me? You saying
no,
I'm not
no.
I'm
that's
saying
what I
like,
heard. I'm
listen.
saying like we learned about American history. They didn't really care about Cleveland.
That is
history.
American history.
They didn't care about Cleveland
That's
history.
real American history.
But then if you do Cleveland history, then you got to do Detroit history. Then you got to do Houston. You know what I'm saying? Like it's too
No, we don't-
specific.
No, that's their problem.
No.
Listen, they can't have our
No.
water. If you want the water, come move to Cleveland and go through a winter.
Listen, so
They can
my
never.
question is, what about the whole ass body of water they got next to them?
The ocean
Yeah.
is salt water. You can't turn
yeah.
salt water into
You
drinkable
can't
water.
do that.
I ain't got nothing. That's all. That was my only question. That was my only question I had. That was my only takeaway.
Wait,
from
do
this.
you know the name
And
of the
then the
ocean next
other-
to them?
The Pacific, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I know geography, bro. After episode 1, I ain't know shit.
The other fresh stuff is dried up now, right? Out there.
Yeah, the rivers are drying up, like the Colorado River that supplies water to like Vegas, and LA is drying up. The reservoirs are drying up, so it's gonna be a water shortage. It's gonna be a
like-
drought, and
Ain't
it's
no
just,
point in even moving to the West Coast, then.
it's gonna fall off by an earthquake anyway. So I don't even know why you would want to
Oh damn.
move out there.
I mean, I would want to.
I want to visit.
Yeah.
I mean, if a great opportunity brings you out there, I'm more than willing. But
Just know you might not
A
have
great
water.
opportunity.
mm-hmm.
Like, a great opportunity.
like a great opportunity.
Like a
Like,
great opportunity.
What is that entire? Like, what is that?
Well, I know for Cory, it would be working in the valley.
Oh yeah, we know
know.
from a couple episodes ago where with the places with like the orange with colorful couches and
Yeah,
No.
that's where all the
Video
porn
cameras.
is
Yeah.
in the valley.
Lucky 220 seconds.
First of all, you mean Silicon Valley, not
No.
that valley.
Oh,
I mean the valley.
No.
He gonna work
I'm-
part time in Silicon Valley.
No.
Part time in the valley.
In the actual valley.
In the
Full
valley.
time
Okay,
Silicon.
All right.
Full-time Silicon. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Would you like to give your stage name now?
I don't have a stage name because I
Lucky
don't
220
want it.
seconds.
I,
We
that's
all
right. We
I
did
remember
do that,
I remember
Khalil.
stage name.
it's not
Cory-
my stage name.
If you know us from back in our earlier episodes, Cory has a desire to want to work in the industry.
No, I do not. I never said that. I never said
I
any
think-
of those words.
I think you should chase your dreams.
I
Go for
never
it, bro.
Go for it.
Go for
Okay,
it, bro.
no,
hey,
I
bro,
believe
don't
in
talk,
you.
bro. Don't talk.
I believe in
We
you.
know.
I believe in you.
I thank you, but I never said.
Hey, bro, don't doubt yourself.
Yes, don't cut
don't-
yourself
don't-
out.
There's no doubting. I just never said what y'all think I said. I didn't say that.
How come two people think you said
Because
it and
y'all
don't?
just y'all trying to twist my words. I never said any of that.
Khalil, I think we need to
I
support
just like you
man.
just said about the opportunity presents itself. That's all I said. I didn't say
in the valley.
that's my dream.
During quarantine, Cory wanted to make some extra cash. So you thought the OnlyFans would be invisible.
I think they'll find a way. They'll find water. I mean,
Fuck you guys.
I think they'll find water.
Yeah,
Let's jump back to the conversation.
back to what's important, life or
Yeah.
death.
Yeah.
I think they'll find water.
but I think you should pursue your dreams.
they're gonna use our water though for sure.
They're not taking. Listen, come live a winter here.
There's no other water out there.
I understand that, but you gotta come live here.
No,
Like
they about to build a big ass because they tried to do it in Keystone. They canceled it.
that was for gasoline.
Oh, that was.
Yeah.
I thought it was for water.
No, that's for gas.
Take that back.
But yeah. Did y'all have any other things y'all want to bring to our people on this episode?
Yeah, that's not my dream. Let's just throw that out there again for the fifth time.
I think
That
it's
is
2
not-
against 1.
That is not my dream.
It's
It is 2 against 1.
one.
But it doesn't,
2
it
against
doesn't
1.
mean it's the
makes it
truth.
true. That makes it
No,
true.
it doesn't
That
mean
makes
it's
it
the truth.
way
True.
true.
That doesn't
Yeah.
mean it's the truth.
That's what
Listen, y'all,
happens.
it's his dream. So if there's any young ladies out there,
Y'all are delusional. That's what it is. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
That's
listen,
not-
I support my brother's dream, and if that's what he wants to do, I'm behind him. Right? Don't you think?
you're supporting
Yeah.
the wrong dream because
Yeah.
it's not a dream. That's what I'm
I
trying to
support all your dreams, Cory. It's not the wrong dream.
Yeah, it's not the wrong dream.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Martin said, "I have a dream." Didn't he say that?
Yeah, he did.
And Malcolm X said, "By any means necessary."
Put those two together, you got Cory's career.
Straight to DVD.
It's a lost battle.
Straight to DVD.
I'll let it go. I'll let it go. I know the truth.
Man.
How was that wine?
How is that Snoop Dogg
Oh,
wine? Yeah.
Let me shout out. I'm sipping on that Snoop pack right now.
What's it called?
It's called Cali Red. 19 Crimes.
That's not what I saw. Remember I told you I thought I saw it? There's
Yeah.
another one that I
seen
saw.
the one that you saw. I
It's
know
purple.
what you're talking about.
It's a
Yep.
purple thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg got a lot of shit going
Really?
on.
I mean, it's good. I like it.
I don't know if
It's
it was
pretty
wine though. I think it was just alcohol.
Good. It's pretty good.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Snoop Dogg really done everything in life.
He is, man.
What else is there for him to do?
Die.
Yeah,
Chill out, man. Snoop Dogg never gonna
fly
die,
a
man.
plane.
Snoop Dogg is gonna reincarnate into like a fucking forever tree, like a weed leaf that just stays around forever.
And then he gets smoked.
I was just saying, what if it gets smoked?
I don't
It's
think.
not gonna get smoked. It's unsmokable.
Oh,
Shout out Ray J.
that.
What?
Y'all remember the glasses episode? You remember when he had his
This-
Ray J glasses?
With the lights on them?
No, we watched this earlier. You remember the last one? He was like, "They're unbreakable. They're unbreakable."
Oh, yeah, and then they broke.
Yeah,
I remember that.
yeah.
I only remember him pushing that girl in the pool.
That
I
was
don't
his
remember
wife.
that.
His wife.
He pushed his wife in the pool.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Let me clarify. Wife.
Wife. But yeah. So that was that for this episode of Possibly Impaired. again, if you're a small business, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a musician, if you're anything that you want shouted out on Possibly Impaired, hit us up on our DMs on IG. What's the IG name?
Need some Doritos. Possibly Impaired.
Underscore? Is it an underscore in there?
I want to say it's in between possibly and
Possibly
Impaired.
underscore Impaired.
Yep.
Hit us up on there. Show us your business. Show us what you got. Send us some stuff if you want to send us some stuff, and we'll shout you out on episode of Possibly Impaired in the future.
Amen.
Amen.
And for all inquiries about Cory's career,
Just hit
hit
the
up
DMs
the
too.
DMs.
I don't know if I should just put this out there. Corey is our social media manager. So if you want to hit the DMs, you're speaking directly to the man.
to the source.
You're speaking directly to the source. I just want to put that out there.
We all have access to this. We all have access to this.
Hey, bro, it's
You
not
are
my
the
phone
manager.
anymore.
That's
Yeah, you're
not
a social
true.
media manager.
You tell us what to do.
Yeah. So
Don't be modest.
yeah. So that was that for this episode. To my brothers, appreciate y'all as always.
Mm-hmm.
Till next week.
It's been fun.
Of course.